what do you all remember from last time?
I received an amazing ring.
Yes, that you loved so much you got lost in the sparkles.
Lost in the sparkles.
Yes. Anything else happen?
I got engaged to Duke Vine.
Your new fiance.
Very
After
well.
you were so eager to the previous one, you were so kind and gracious in accepting his proposal.
I just feel like okay, fine is acceptable.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, Carl is in the room, but like I don't know.
Okay. Anything else happen to anyone else?
Yeah, I got roofied.
How did you get roofied? I'm sorry.
You roofied yourself.
We all got roofied. Yours just seemed to be worse.
You all picked your shots. You all rolled the dice. It was completely random. And Eldracus started stripping.
Yeah.
Azalea turned into a frog.
A bit.
Tharion got a truth serum, and luckily no one found out any secrets, because that would have been the end of his career.
That had the potential to be very, very bad.
Would have been funny though.
It would have been so funny. I was hoping, I was waiting, and nothing. Right, we're going to do Farida last. So, guys, it's a new day. Would you like to please roll initiative for me? Okay.
Rolled it.
Oh, yes. You've got to press the icon now, not just double click on it like I've been doing for years.
Okay, so it is still Tharion first. How about that?
I was like, can I use my inspiration to reroll?
You don't want to use your inspiration for this.
I might get another one later.
Use your inspiration on fucking initiative. Wow.
I know, right?
Well, you haven't revealed. Well, you haven't revealed your outfit yet, so you could, and then potentially get more inspiration.
I know, that's what I'm
so it
thinking.
might not be wasted.
But you might not get an inspiration for your outfit. Who knows?
And this is true.
Then
It's a gamble
if I
either
do
way.
get one, I've lost one anyway because I've not had a chance to get it. Because I can't collect them. Just saying.
All I'm going to say is before your outfit is
very logic.
revealed, you may want to use it for something else.
I'm just saying.
I'm just going to give you a little hint for your morning.
Inside a hint.
Little hint.
I put a bag full of initiatives to put, like, for us to put our inspirations in. I don't understand why we're only allowed one. Should we have to collect them and save them?
No, you can't. You only get one. And some DMs get rid of them after you've had a long rest. I'm being generous.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Shona. Almighty Shona.
Right, so we will start with Tharion. Do you know what's funny? I wrote yours first.
It's because somehow I've just been rolling first initiative like since the campaigns began.
I know. Right, so Tharion, while you were asleep and dreaming, you remember a time long past when you were watching Elandra perform. You'd been asked to escort Princess Jasminium with Lord Ash to advise her on courtly behaviours and politics. She says to you, Elandra is pretty, isn't she? While you make small talk, she says to you in your head, I knew it! She picked up that little hint from you to use detect thoughts. You gave her a warning look, and she just dances and says nothing. She says in your head again, your secret's safe with me. You shake your head, thinking, what have I created? And the memory fades. You awaken to a note that advises you that the three ladies and Duke Moss are getting ready for the maze, so there will be no elven breakfast. On your bedside is the conclave and 2 letters waiting for you. What do you do first?
I give a cursory skim over the conclave just so I can be the most informed. A little bit unsettled by the memory dream, though I do feel perhaps it's more like a memory than a dream.
Do you want to insight it or
Yeah, I'll insight that.
give me...
Cool 25.
It's a memory. It's absolutely a memory. You've no doubt in your head that it's something that you remember. So, next we'll go to your letters. Letter 1. Sorry.
Okay, interesting.
Letter 2. And you also receive a letter from the High Queen stating, Queen Saphria Pyros, Queen Marigold Bellerose, King Otharis Woods, and Lady Obera Bush have been imprisoned in the dead of night, and any stories that were against them have been squashed from the conclave. So it doesn't alert the Unseelie Queen or anyone in the Unseelie court. What would you like to do?
I guess once I read those 3 letters, I sort of just recline back on my seat for a moment, just somewhat not distrusting, but immediately skeptical. What do I know of any relations between the Elven Courts and the Court of the Trees?
The Court of the Trees. So this is the nymphs
Yeah.
where
Mhm.
Lord Otharis Woods is from. So you haven't ever had any issues with them. In fact, you know the things with Prince Poor, Princess Zoysa, Prince Dreamstime, and Queen Gigantia. I think I pronounced that right. Please do not laugh. All of them have always been well. It's the king that seemed a bit more secluded, a bit more like. Give me an insight check into what you've known from what you've picked up from the king.
Just a cool 14.
It's a cool 14. You felt like as if there's something not right with him, but you just can't tell what it is. On that 14. But from what you know from the prisoners list, you know something about that king.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You would have seen how Princess Zoysia is carried herself. You also have your letters from last session of the information your little birds got from the conversation between Poa and Zoysia. If you remember.
Vaguely.
You made me need to jump back in and read that. But there is a little bit of like the father wanted Poa to marry River Torrent instead of Paradita. There was a little something there. and he was
Mhm.
he was going to appeal to his mother because he didn't want to be forced into a marriage with someone he didn't want, and he already is in a courtship with Paradita currently. And he felt his father was being a racist against Paradita, and Zoisia kind of just wanted her brother to be happy and is trying to, like, she's not entered into a courtship or anything, she's just trying to be more of the courtly side of behaviour instead of
Okay.
trying to find someone.
Cool. And similarly, what do I know about? And this is specifically about Willows directly.
If you remember, out of the contacts you have, Lyndon is kind of your contact in the fairy kingdom. He's one of them, like as a friend and a ally, not as an informant. But always been like a friend and an ally. And when you've both attended court functions before, he's someone that you've spoken to. Um, you would feel that he's a trustworthy sort.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I guess with all things considered, I sit mulling over that knowledge, uh, go through my daily routine, which involves feeding the birds. And while I'm doing so, I can't help but feel like in the efforts that the High Queen has taken to silence people, that may alone have been enough to tip the hand away.
As you go to the aviary to feed the birds, you will have passed the list for everyone entering the maze. Would you look at it?
Oh, yes.
Give me an investigation check to see how many of them you get at this stage.
I mean, if it's just a list written down, I think you can just read that, can't you?
I'm gonna say that you get a few key ones, but the main one that you've noticed is Elandra's name's on there, and Jimmy's name is not. Because you scan it and you see all the elven ones on the list, but the main one you notice is Elandra, which is strange considering she's been under a lot of protection and things like that, and you would think that she'd be more delicate and not type of person to rush in and do this type of thing. So it comes as a bit of a shock to you that she would be entering. How's Tharion doing?
A bit concerned, but not quite disturbed at this stage. I think I just sort of file that in my memory, think, God, what's gotten into her, and then immediately continue on my way to the aviary.
Okay, as yourself and Eldracus only need to trans, is there anything else that you do after the aviary?
Yes, I have some time booked in with Prince Dalby, Duke Aran, and then I believe I was petitioned by Lord Starr.
Indeed, so do you want to start with your first conversation?
Yeah. Obviously, I imagine we will have had servants breakfast us in the men's quarters, because if we're not all assembling, they do still need to eat,
But of course.
of course. And I'll say, my prince, my lord, I think we have done well here in the Spring Spectacular, if I do say so myself. Would you not all agree?
They agree.
With that being said, do I have permission here to speak freely? Not representing our courts, but simply to speak to each other as men.
They give you a funny look because remember, Jimmy is also at the table but nods.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Lord Star, may we have this chamber for the next 5 minutes, please? I will meet you outside and on.
Okay. Is there any reason you're asking me to leave? Oh, is it? Are you talking about me?
Not about you, my friend. Have no fear. This is simply a private matter.
Oh, the matter. Okay, gives you a wink and leaves.
I assure you, I have no idea what he's talking about. Very well. Now that it is simply the three of us. The Elven Court has been blessed with many years of successes, not the least of which our ability to connect with people interpersonally. So it falls upon me to say this. When will you two grow up?
They both look at you quite shocked. Especially that you are talking to your prince in such a way.
Everybody knows about the damned foolish bet that you two have going on. Everyone knows, and frankly, at this stage, it's almost embarrassing.
They both give like a side look to each other as if, how did he find out? And then they remember it's you, so of course you found out.
Oh, and I'm just a very, very minor lord. If anyone else out there decided that they wanted to know, they would know. You haven't been subtle, boys. Let me tell you that a chain is only ever as strong as the weakest link within. And what would you think of a rival house that you know has decided to neuter itself by failing to progress forward? Tell me, what would you think?
They are both acting like chastised school children.
Look at me when I'm talking to you!
The prince says to you, it was a small wager just between friends.
A small wager between friends that has the potential to unravel a dynasty. If we're going to speak of things that we know, I think you both know when I say that the two of you have opportunities before you. Perhaps unbidden, but there nonetheless. And take it from someone who will never have that opportunity, that you owe it to yourselves to try!
I'm just going to do a little roll in the tower, don't mind me, Jim. You're fine. Continue.
Just takes a moment to sort of compose himself a little from that small outburst.
The prince stops you a moment and says, you can have that as well, and you know that you can. You just choose not to. I know that myself and Iran have had this wager for a while. It was more of a boyish thing and then led to what it has.
You are not boys any longer. It's time to prove
Please
yourselves
allow
as
me to
men.
finish. I'm aware of what the opportunity I have before me. I'll be honest, part of the wager was the fear of this ever happening because he takes a moment to think how to say this and says, I'm not that... I don't know how you ask these questions. I know that you helped Aspen. It seems that the girls that seem to be after both of us are very, Oran goes, forthright. Yes, forthright. We've been lucky in that aspect. It's just, yeah.
It's just what?
How about I make a deal with you?
The only reason we're having this conversation right now is due to some damned stupid bet, and
No,
you
no,
can
no.
be certain I
It's
will not be
not.
joining in another one.
It's not that type of one. After the field trip has concluded, I would ask you to assist myself and Oran with our potential suitors, if you'd be so kind.
If that is your will, as Prince, as Duke, of course I shall. Though from what I can see, you don't need the help. All that I ask of you is to not sabotage yourselves.
That's why we're asking for help in organising these courtships. I have studied everything else. This is the one thing that I was never really taught. And so you've been asked to assist them with their courtships because they know matters of war, and you know that of them, that they know matters of war and tactics and things. They don't know this side, and that side kind of makes them nervous, which is probably why they did come up with the bet, because they don't know how to do this stuff.
Okay, then I'll say. As you will it, my prince, my duke. I shall endeavour to aid you in these matters. All I ask is that you give it your all, set aside this bet, and just try and grasp what happiness you can in this world.
They nod, shake hands, and agree to end the bet. And as they agree to end the bet, you see like a swell of magic go around their hands, because it was a fair deal that they made, and it is broken.
Now, with that being said, I beg your forgiveness for my outburst and beg your pardon for having to leave so abruptly. Nevertheless, we have a very excitable lord outside of these chambers who has also requested my aid. So, with your leave, my lords.
They nod, and you go outside. Vicky, just while I'm doing this next bit with Jim, if you would like to roll your initiative, please, which is the innate on your character sheet. So, Tharion, you go outside, and Lord Jimmy Star is pacing and muttering to himself, trying to kind of, get himself ready. I can do this. I can do this. Ah, Tharion!
Lord Star, how may I be of assistance?
I just need some emotional support.
Oh,
It's time.
I understand congratulations are in order if the conclave is of any indication.
It is. He hugs you and says, I get to see my kids!
Bad touch, bad touch.
Excuse me?
I don't do so well with physical contact.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you make your way to the front of the castle. A high elven carriage comes. You can tell it is because of the horses that bring them. And as it stops, He takes out a breath. He's nervous, you can tell that. Two young elven children. Well, I say young, but they're teenage now. Get out. Jimmy's eyes start to water as he
Pull
finally...
yourself together, Lord Star.
I'm trying, it's hard. They're escorted by Viscount Dracnia, and it is his children, Johnny and Jesse. So this is... And... Give me a second. Jimmy's kids, escorted by Viscount Dracnia, who goes, "Ah, hello there."
Do I know the Viscount? Is that a he or a she?
It's a he.
Okay. It's elves. It's really tough to tell sometimes.
It is a he. You know the Viscount. Lords. I was asked to accompany them and to give you updates on a few things. Lord Windgrace. And he bows to you.
Viscount, and I bow back.
And Jimmy is just so overwhelmed. You can see him hugging his kids. You can tell he's never been so happy in his life.
And the kids are hugging back, I assume?
Of course they are. They've missed their dad. They didn't want... You can tell that they are weeping as well. Even little Johnny is weeping a little bit.
Excellent. I get the credit for having done no work.
The Viscount tells you about everything that was found in that property, what the kids had gone through, the fact that there was a ton of letters they tried to write to their father that was kept from them, and his letters to them and everything, that she tried to make sure that Jimmy had no contact whatsoever with his kids as much as she could, and how truly horrible some of the things that she lied about in the divorce were, and how everything towards those proceedings where there was a lot of stuff she fabricated that his lawyer agreed it done and stuff like that. And you basically have enough evidence to take to the High Queen. The stuff that you wanted to, the person that you wrote to for all this evidence is the Viscount.
Marvellous. So I have the documents requisitioned in physical form then?
Yes, you do. And
Marvellous.
as you walk back, you will, of course, need to prepare yourself for things to come, and we will move to Eldracus.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Where are you? So, you have a flashback. You are playing with your... Well, sorry, you are reading a book as your siblings and cousins are playing. Your mother and the High Fae Queen are having a discussion. And your mother says... sorry, not your mother. The High Queen says, "I'm worried. You should come and stay in my court. We can protect you from my sister." Your mother shakes her head and says, "It's too bright for my children. They'd have to use a parasol, and you know how children can be." The High Queen nods and says, "My sister with this war is becoming more erratic. I'm worried she will lash out to you." And the memory fades. Where you were, can you give me a history check for your character to see if you can remember the type of place you would have been?
Oh,
Not great.
no.
You're unsure how they would have arranged this meeting, considering the courts are on opposing sides. But the one thing you do get is, however they organise this meeting, the Unseelie Queen may have found out about it,
Okay.
which would have led to what happens later. So, when you do go to the main chamber, you will see that there is 2 letters for you, and the conclave. What do you want to do first?
Well, let's look at those letters.
Okay, let's give you them. Wrong persons. Sorry, my computer's being a little funny at the minute.
I'm sorry, but that's just not good enough, damn it.
You tell Jim he chose the computer. Blame him.
Jim, it's your fault. No excuses.
In fairness, it wasn't even me. It was our local IT boffin who recommended it. Oh, there you go. It's in letters rather than DM'd, though.
No, I did this with yours as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so there's your letters, Eldracus.
Righty.
And I'll be doing this to every letter that I post, apart from the fact that you, of course, won't actually see each other's. Especially Azalea, you will not know that Lord Lyndon Willows has sent Tharion a letter.
Yeah.
So there's your 2 letters, Eldracus.
Okay.
Lyndon who?
Lyndon who? Exactly.
Right, okay.
There's your 2 letters.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Right, okay. After reading the first one, right, I will quickly go over the evening in the weird sort of addled mind, trying to remember, and then it'll dawn on him that, yes, he was half stripped, so he didn't have any gloves on. And he'll just go, oh
And
no.
because she was because she was eating food, she also didn't have gloves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you'll remember, because you'll remember commenting on her skin and like stroking the back of her hand. I mean,
Yep.
your skin's great, and it's just like, oh. And then just not realizing at all up until that moment. And then he'll just close his eyes and just go, ah.
And then as soon as he reads the conclave, he will see he's in it as well.
Yeah, and then he'll read after reading the second. He'll go, well, in his head, he'll immediately be thinking, well, that could have been a lot worse.
It could have. It was.
It could have been a lot worse.
It was as if the stripping part was taken out.
Yes.
And you can probably, from what you know, you could probably gather that Mira would have stopped at least the stripping part to be in there. That's as much power as she probably had.
Mm.
So it could have been far worse.
It could have been. On this particular matter, the stripping part may have been beneficial for him, but he's happy, definitely happy with how things have certainly been perceived a bit. He'll sit for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and just think about what he's. This unintended side effect of the unintended side effect of the drink may actually be pretty good. So he'll first of all he'll get changed, ready for the maze stuff. Do you want a picture?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Right. So
You put it in the
maze.
spring spectacular for us.
The Spring Spectacular.
Yes.
Uh-huh. It's like a leather suit because he doesn't wear armor.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it is a leather suit made out of dark green, being the hedge maze sort of thing.
Yeah.
The headband that he's got, he always has on. Always, you've never seen him without it.
I can see
Except
one.
when he took it off stripping.
No,
Thank
even
you.
he left it on when he was stripping as well.
I can see one person already thinks I should give you inspiration. Hi, Farida.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Oh,
can
yes.
hear you.
Hello.
You can. Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got.
so
we're
it-
getting. Okay. Who's?
S A and yes. What? So what?
I don't understand, Jim, but yes, you get the inspiration.
Do you not see it in the
Oh,
same
Y-E-S.
order?
Yes. Oh, good
No.
lord! I was looking at it backwards.
That's supposed to people not spell. God.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
DS.
yes, I'm giving you inspiration for that.
Yay!
Of course, you want inspiration.
Yeah, of course. Right. Okay. So you'll get his glad rags and stuff on ready for that.
Where's he going for breakfast? Or is he gonna? What would he do for breakfast? Because he's alone in this chamber now.
Yeah.
You do know that Andreas has his own room and the princesses have their own room.
Yes.
Depending on
I
what you
will
want to.
probably head over to where the princesses are.
Okay.
And kind of like tag along with them wherever they happen to be going.
Okay, so they're gonna.
So we'll go for like breakfast as like a court sort of thing and intermingle that way.
As you knock on their door to see what they want to do, they said, we were actually going to start strategizing if you want to come join us.
Absolutely, princesses, and I will
and
head on in.
They're gonna order their breakfast to come into them. They'll also send for Andreas to come join them.
While it's just the princesses and myself, right?
And Ryro, of course.
I will tell them. I will take with me the arrow that I didn't destroy.
I see.
Yes, and I'll just this either was a poor attempt or a warning. I do not. I suspect that it was just aimed at myself, but I would be absolutely remiss if I did not pass this.
How many arrows were there?
How many? You'd never said exactly how many.
There was quite a lot of arrows. It was to make sure that you would have been riddled with them and 100% dead.
Right.
If you got hit.
Yeah, okay. A great many. And I do detect that there may very well be poison on this. Would I know if it was just the standard drow sleeping draft, or is this like proper sort of poison?
This is...
Before you answer, right? There's a good chance that I would know what the drow sleeping draft poison is, but nothing else because I'm not a poisoner.
You did do the roll last time, I believe, and I'd told you that it wasn't just the drow one. It was, you could tell by the sheen on it. It was a different type of poison, and you think it may have been very potent as well.
Okay.
I see. Mira looks at you and says, I know I can't tell you what... Well, technically I can. I would suggest you not staying there any longer.
I certainly was not going to be chased out there that night, but I will bow to my princess's wishes.
I worry that it's... Who was it who set up the trap? Do you know? And you would remember that it was...
yes, it was them too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was Vitorin's doing. It was his henchman, shall I say.
Ah. I would think, because they still have access to that room, On the off chance my brother does return, which is very doubtful, I believe that you should move from that chamber. We can have people move the stuff for you because they may set up something else, something worse. I can requisition further security for yourself. I believe my brother is. You are one of his targets right now.
The additional security is very well, very. Oh, excuse me. It is very thoughtful of you, but unnecessary.
Okay. Where would you like to move in the same one as Andreas? That it would mean that you could both talk strategy and things, and he might be useful in assisting you with some of your goals that you have.
Perhaps.
And he.
At least for the moment, I will.
Okay. She nods, and she nods to the handmaidens so that when they're out for the day, your stuff will be moved to that chamber. Andreas then joins you, and he says, "Okay, so plan is, Eldracus, you're going into the maze. Andreas is going to watch any of your items that come from the maze. Myself and Nita are going to try and network and try and see what we can do to assist with Tharion. As I said in my letter to you, Eldracus, assisting with speaking very highly of you to Tharion and seeing if we can drum some more support for people who may want to assist with the aforementioned field trip. After all, we know that tomorrow night is when she'll be moving the prison."
Indeed. It is it's going to be an interesting evening, that.
It will.
For certain. Have you seen the latest edition?
Of the conclave?
Well, yes.
Yes. It could have been far worse. She gives you kind of a knowing look as if you don't want to know what the first draft was.
Very well. I definitely do owe someone a favour. And I'll just look at her.
She gives you a warm smile. Ryro comes out, notices you guys are there, and is like, "Oh, thank goodness I don't have to put on a glamour yet." And sits down, and you all have breakfast together. Is there anything you want to discuss with them during your breakfast?
Sort of. I want to know about any political alliances that Soloche has, Lady Soloche. Right, and the Duchess, Vildara Knoll, because I want to reply to this letter. I don't want them to know that I've received this letter, but I want information on the Duchess and the Lady because I want to know where they are associated, who they are associated with,
So
them sorts of things.
Mira takes a moment and thinks how to word this. So Vildara is the one who led some of the unseelie dark elves away from our court during the war. She is regarded quite highly in the elven courts, more so than her brother, Duke Elnor, due to the Duke's obsession with my mother. Give me an insight check for a moment with Mira, please, as she says that part.
Oh, kablamo!
Ooh. Nice, nat 20. First one. May your good rolls continue. Wait,
Yeah, thanks. You've
I want
just
to check.
jinxed us now, thank you.
I want to check. Was it actually Trev clicking the dice roll button? Because this does not seem like him.
It doesn't seem like me at all. For a second there, I thought you said, I want to silvery bobs it.
Thankfully for you, I'm not on that scene.
what you get from her is you'll have noticed that in the most recent events, that Eleanor has been eyeing up the princesses. They don't like it. And you think that there's some... With a nat 20, you think that there could be... I'm going to have to give you it on a nat 20. With the prisoners...
Would you like to whisper it?
Yeah, I'm going to whisper it.
Okay.
Let's go to whispers with
Okay.
that part, because I know one person knows, but the others don't. So let's jump into
Hey guys,
whispers.
let's follow them.
Don't you dare. So, what you get from that nat 20 is that you can tell that there's something up, and what by up is he has offspring with the queen in the prison.
Who's this? Who this is?
Duke Elnor has had children with the queen,
Right.
the unseelie
queen?
queen.
Oh, right. Okay. Duke
that
Elmo.
are,
Right.
that are
okay.
in there. Maybe that's the reason for the obsession with the queen, but because they're in the forgotten prison, he doesn't remember them, but he remembers the obsession.
Right. Okay.
And that's why he keeps looking at the princesses. He's still obsessed with the queen, because he's always had a thing for her.
Right. Okay. Right.
Okay, ready to jump
I've
back?
got it. Right. I've got one more quick question for you while we're in here.
Yes, of course.
Right. Let's finish writing this down. Right. You know those forgotten prisons.
Yes.
Right. Now, Farida was in those prisons,
He
wasn't she?
who was in there? Sorry,
Princess Farida-Fay.
Farida-Fay. She was briefly, yes.
Farida. Yes. Right. So, when she was in there, because I know that, did I remember her when she was in there? Or would I not have remembered that she was in there until she was taken out?
You wouldn't have remembered that she was in there until she was taken out.
Right, okay. So when the moment that she was taken out, how long is it for when someone is taken out that people start to remember? Is it like immediately? Is it a day? Is it 2 days, a week?
It's
Or...
either they have to be confronted with the person or a great restoration has to happen.
Right, so they'll not be remembered until they see the person or magic is involved.
Yes.
Right, okay.
And those who've been in there, there is a chance, with certain ones of them, they've been made to forget what happened when they were in there, such as Farida, Locke, and Orc.
Yeah. Now, is that a quirk of the prison, or is that something additional that was put on them?
That was some. That is.
I mean, are there certain cells that make you forget that you've been in them, or is all of the cells the same, and the forgetfulness is done afterwards, after you've been taken out, or while you're inside? It's something separate.
It was one of the marks that was put on them that made them forget. That if they were to leave, that it was something additional that was put on them.
Right. Okay. So I'll not do that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi guys, miss me?
Yeah, we're back.
Right. Anything else you want to do, Eldracus, or shall we move to the next one?
By all means, move to the next one. I will draft. I will do a letter.
Okay.
For the moment, and I will.
Okay.
Get that back to you.
Tharion, I will remind you to do any letters because next bit is going to be you going to the maze. Farida, we are up to you. So let's begin yours. So Farida,
I thought it was Jordie's.
you are not, because in initiative it's you. So I would have done Jordie's first, but you rolled higher in initiative and came in. So Jordie will be left till last.
Okay.
So Farida, Azzy will be left till last. Is that okay, Azzy?
Yeah.
Good girl. Okay, so Farida, during the night you have a very uncomfortable dream.
Not another one.
Yep. Sorry. You are in the torture chamber and Vitorin is slicing into your skin. And he says, promise to serve me and this will all be over. You defiantly say, never! And scream out in pain as he cuts into you. He's about to jump onto the table that you're strapped down to when a surge of magic throws him to the other side of the room. Enough, Vitorin! He turns and he glares at his sister, Mira. She's mine, he hisses. She's not yours. This prison is our mother's. What you would have about to do? You would have violated the terms of you being here. Now leave! He skulks off. I'll be back, my Farida. She helps you to your cell. And you remember the next part is, you've already seen it in another vision, the conversation that Mira has with your sister. She comes back a bit later on, has that conversation, and that is the night when you are rescued from there. Now,
And that's Anya.
Mira has the conversation with Anya. That's right. If you want to see what else you notice in the prison, you can give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm deeply disturbed by that memory.
Yes, you would be.
That really did not sound good at all.
I'm sorry. It's a prison. What do you expect? It's Vitorin. So give me the perception check on your skills, please.
Perception, yes. 1 second.
19. You noticed how the cells near you are laid out. So across from yours is where Cherry Blossom Lock was. Or Cherry Blossom Lock is. Next to yours is where there is an elven princess. And a bit further on from your hers, the one after hers, is where the 2 fairy children are. But across from that is another fairy children one. And the one next to Cherry Blossoms, give me a second.
It's not like one level.
So I will come back to that. So the one up next to Cherry Blossoms, you can see a male bird fae in there with like silvery white hair. Now, looking at the lock, you think that there's something extra to it, that it isn't just one that you'd be able to unlock. So from how Mira described each level, you think that you may have been on level 2. And that's a little bit of extra that I will give you for that. So, when Farida opens her eyes, you do have a little bit of cold sweat that runs down your face. However, you are rudely awakened up by Arena going, up and atom today! Team Pow Pow takes on the maze. Purple Poppy will be doing recon. RL shouts in the background, I didn't agree to that nickname. And you smell food. You know Arena has ordered an early breakfast for you all. on your bedside where your sister is jumping up and down on your bed, you see the conclave. You see 2 letters have been left out for you by Daria, and your outfit's there ready. What would you like to do first?
Okay, so she's got a lot of choice then.
Yeah, she does, because
Well-
your sister's jumping up and down on your bed. Is Irina, and Arel's just like, you can see outside the door, you can see Arel like, purple poppy.
Right, okay. Well, I suppose after that horrible nightmare, I'm probably going to have to just take a moment just to kind of compose myself. You know, process what I've just seen.
Hey,
and obviously,
what's wrong?
if-
Come on, I've got food for you. Come on.
Right, how much of a foodie is she?
How much of a food? That's up to you. How much is it of a
If it's-
foodie is Farida? Because there's a lot of food in there waiting for you. There's protein, there's fruits, she's making sure that you are well fed before you go in, but not too much that'll bloat you.
Right, okay.
She's done a lot of thought into
Well,
this.
I guess I just. So you said the conclave, yeah? So I could pick
Yep,
up the conclave and
you
just
can,
wander
and
over and get some food?
And you've also got 2 letters.
Yes, I'll pick up the letters as well, but I'm going to read the conclave first.
Okay, you read the conclave, you see what that says, and then I will
Vicky,
grab your 2 letters. Please remember, those who are about to read the letters, you in character will not know this information. There you go, Farida. There is your 2 letters. Enjoy. Azalea, please remember you will not have known this information.
I'm what?
So that,
You won't know this information.
give me a moment.
Enjoy your letters. So you read the conclave, you eat your food, you read your letters, you look at you remember last night, and you look at your ring finger and you see your beautiful sparkly ring as well.
Yes. Well, she's a little bit like confused because that last afternoon tea that we had was really crazy. Like everything that happened in it was just random. So she's looking around, going, "Was this really true? Did all this happen?" So she's made up with Serena. She's sang with her. She's, disappeared into a puff of cloud at one point and then reappeared.
Wait,
And she's now engaged as well. So that was a very eventful night for her.
yeah, it was. Arel says which part, the part you're engaged,
All of it. All of it.
yeah. Arel,
But please tell
Novel,
me this
just goes,
engagement is true.
yeah.
It
We
was
drank
such a
champagne
blur.
last night. Do you not remember drinking? Oh.
Oh, that's why I've got the bad head. Yeah.
Arena,
I look at the bottles and yeah.
Arena raises her hand. I know just the thing for it. She quickly makes you a smoothie, hands it to you. Drink. It's not pleasant, but it'll help.
Best smoothie ever.
You
Well
drink
done, sis.
it. You drink it. It's not actually that nice, but you know it's gonna make. After you finish it, you start to feel better. And you read your letters.
So I've got one from.
If you check
Alandra.
yes, you've got one from Alandra and then one from Fine. So it's up to you if you want to reply to those letters. I know that you were planning some yourself.
I've already written 2.
You've
I wasn't
already
going to do
written
them just yet.
Okay, you don't have to do them just yet, but if you want to do them before the maze, please do so. If not, you can send. I will let you all send them after the maze because the maze is going to be quite a long event.
Yeah,
So-
I'm going to need to type mine.
You're gonna need to what? Sorry.
Type mine up in the notepad so I can send it to you.
That's okay. If you want, you can send yours after the maze. Is that what you prefer to do?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, that is fine. Is because you will have had less time to get ready than the boys, because the boys only need 4 hours. Because they only trance. Yourself and Azalea need longer, so you won't. Because the maze starts at 10 a.m., you don't have that long to get ready. So I believe next that you'll probably go get ready, have your outfit prepped. Are you going to be sharing your outfit with us?
Yes.
If you want to post it in
Just describe it, or
post it
yeah,
in
I'll
Spring
send it to you so you can
Spectacular.
you can add it on.
Okay.
Because I'm not on my phone. I'm on my laptop. All my pictures are on my phone.
Is it
I could probably
the last
I
one you
could
sent to
probably,
me, the kind of catsuit thing?
yeah, the latest ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm just doing that for you now.
So I'm just eating tea.
It's okay. There you go. So she has chosen to be in kind of a cat suit with a golden collar. Her hair is tied in a ponytail to make sure it doesn't get caught in anything. And she's also got her infamous dagger with her as well.
Yes. The back of the outfit is good. It's got a big fancy like F on the back of it with a bright coloured circle around it.
Jim,
and,
why are you saying
coloured
what? And then as he's giving it her. Yes, I know. I already asked her how does she go to the toilet. She says she's not going to worry about it. So that's on her.
More important things.
Okay, and then we're going to go to you to...
How do superheroes do it? Superheroes must do it somehow.
They go before the time.
Yes. You are going to have literally all day in this place. Right, and now we're going to move to our final person. Princess Azalea. Right.
Morning.
Good. So, you got back to your room last night, saw the outfits prepped for you. It seemed like Orchard was trying to decide which one would be best. He left for you a book on the table with a note saying, "Some fun prep for tomorrow. I hope the main character inspires you. The book is called The Fae Games."
But
You fell asleep reading the book. Just before you fell asleep, after midnight, you did send the letter we discussed before off.
mm-hmm.
And
My
then,
son
you,
went back,
and then you can do. Can you do the one that
Yeah.
isn't?
Yeah.
Yep. And you fell asleep reading the book. However, during the night, you have a vague memory of yourself, Asta, and someone who looks a lot like Asta but younger, playing a game of tag with them. You remember the forest went dark, and then you couldn't find the younger looking one that was Asta but wasn't Asta because he was younger and Asta was with you. It was weird. Give me an insight check in the tower, if you would please.
Wrong one. That was initiative. 2 seconds.
Right, if you can.
It's like, yeah, wait, doing it. No, sorry. There you go.
That's okay. I will move you back down in your initiative. Okay. So, you feel as though that you're thinking hard, and you're like, maybe Asta has a brother in the prison as well. But then, he would be the second born from that one. And then my sister, who I think might be the younger one with me, she would be the second born. Is there something going on? The second born thing? I don't understand. Asta might have a brother? This is weird. And it starts like messing with your head a little bit. You think that there might be something there with the second born thing, but you also know that you've got the maze today. Now, during the so that is when you awaken, you see Orchard has settled on an outfit. She's left it out for you. She's also left. There was 2 letters that you received overnight. That may have got there in the morning. There's the conclave, and there's a book with a note on it, and it says the second book in the Fae Games series. As you may not have time to stop by the library later, so I thought I'd pick it up for you. And it has, it just says Orchard and an X on it. So you know that she knows that probably the maze is going to take a long time, so at least she's got you a book ready for you to have for when you go to sleep. So, what do you want to do first? Do you want to read your letters?
As you know, I just read through the Fae Games. I'm a little bit confused by some of the stuff in there. Would you know where they've got their rumours? I put it to the side and I pick up the letters.
Okay, so this first letter that you're going to have, I need you to roll me an insight check once you've read it, please.
Okay.
And just a normal one, you don't have to put it in the tower.
What does that say? Insight?
Yep, insight, please, into...
Ooh, good one.
Okay, it's a very good one. You think that he did not understand your code at all. So I will let you know I rolled an intelligence check when you sent me that. He got a 6, so he has no clue about your code at all. Sorry. So...
Can anyone else figure out the code?
If anyone else read it, they might be able to. Like, if Tharion read it, there's a good chance that Tharion could probably find out the code from you. But yeah, that's... You gather Lyndon completely missed it. He didn't understand it. And now you know that when you go through to the main chamber, he's not going to be there. You've also got your next letter as well.
Fun! I've got an event to go to.
Yes, so when you go into the... So I assume that you get ready and everything now?
Yeah.
When you are dressed, you make your way into the main chamber where your uncle has ordered breakfast for you all. And you do see that Lord Willows is not there. And once you're there, Azalea... He nods, and as you all sit down, he stands up. What I'm about to say does not leave this room. And he clicks, and there's a magical barrier in the room. Queen Marigold Bellerose and Lady Obera Bush has been imprisoned for crimes against our court, the High Court, and all of Fae. Please do not repeat this to anyone, as it may affect what Tharion is trying to do. I've agreed to help the High Queen with our defences here, for if anyone comes through the portal, to make sure that where everyone is staying is well taken care of. I understand you, all 3 of you, are entering the maze. Do me proud. I believe you all have questions on why them 2 have been imprisoned. Do you have questions, Azalea?
Mostly just... Are you trying to tell me that you didn't know anything then? It was all her?
I did not know. No. I have already been checked by the High Queen of this. I was not aware of anything that Marigold or Lady O'Bara did. What Marigold and Lady O'Bara, what Marigold did to agree to captures of certain people, and Lady O'Bara, what she did to her daughter and her daughter's children, are horrible. But as I said, any information I've just given you, you cannot repeat to anyone else. Understand?
Yes, I understand. I had a weird dream while we're in this code of silence. Was there... Did Asta have a brother?
Asta give you a look. You can tell he's not okay. I think I do. But I'm not sure. It's all kind of...
You get it? Feels
And
weird now, we know.
He turns and looks at Locke, and Locke nods and says, "You both have siblings in there. I had that spell put on me from the High Fae, and Asta, you have a brother. Azalea, you have a sister, and I remember them. Asta, I was not put in your brother's cell. Azzy, I was put in Cherry Blossom cell when I was in there. But I do remember your brother, Asta." He just nods. And Locke is looking a little bit more unkempt than usual. You'll notice that he's got when he first came here, he was like clean shaven. He's got a bit of stubble now. His hair's a bit more messy. It's as if like he's not sleeping well. Oh, I do have news. He smiles because you already know Azalea, and he proudly says to his uncle and cousin, "I proposed to Princess Farida last night and she accepted."
Yes, great, I can't wait to see.
King Vetch claps. "Well done. I would order champagne. That's for later once you've completed the maze. Of course, I can't do it now." He starts thinking in his head, "We should do an engagement brunch maybe tomorrow." He starts saying, I will plan it with Arena. When Arena comes out, I will talk to Errol later." Well done, Locke. And I apologise for how I was to you previously. I was wrong. And Locke nods and gives him a smile. "Thank you, Uncle." And you get ready, and you will make your way down as well. Now,
Can I get my outfit off?
sorry?
I put my outfit in the group.
Yes, please. Anyone who has not already sent the letters, you can send the letters when you're out of the maze. Apart from, there is one exception. Tharion will be able to send letters because he's not going in the maze. If he does decide any of his turns outside of the maze, that he wishes to do that. Okay. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
My new maid, totally stylish. Like the outfits have gone up a level.
Yes, you can
Jordie.
tell this that ever since she got her new maze. And okay, ooh.
I forgot to put the ending on, but you get the gist.
Oh, love it. Okay.
Okay.
Please do put that in letters. Don't worry, they won't do anything with that. The Duchess may seek some assistance from someone
Okay.
during that time. Tharion, you may be getting an extra letter, just so you know.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Courtship involved. Ooh. Right. So, as you all make your way. You walk out past the lawn where the maze awaits you. Those who are entering are lined up with all the other entrants, and you are asked to put your hands into a bag to select your number, which is your initiative. And that will be where you enter the maze. You are each handed a bracelet that will monitor you. And there's also a button you can press with the butterfly on, which can teleport anything you collect outside to where someone else will be looking after your, let's call it swag, or whatever it is that you get. So this is everyone's bracelets. They're all the same.
So what does it do with teleport you?
So it monitors you. So
Out.
So this will be the thing that will teleport you out. You can press the button and touch something that you want to teleport outside. So for instance, if you get an item or something else, you will be able to teleport it outside. I'll explain there's something else later. Because it's a surprise. So those of you who will be entering, is there any last things that you want to do before you go in?
I just give Locke and Astra a quick hug and tell them to do good.
They will hug you back.
And a high five Farida. You can do it.
Farida!
High five.
If you're going to high five Azalea, do you want to give her one of your bardics?
Yes.
Okay.
What's a bardic?
Ooh, a bardic inspiration. Who would like to describe that? No?
A bardic inspiration is an additional die that is rolled after a roll is completed. In this case, I believe due to the level that Princess Farida-Fay is, you have the option to add a d8 to any attack roll or saving throw.
You will be able... So if you remember, I said you can add something...
Or skill check.
Skill check, yes.
Yes,
any
I've got skill
D20 roll.
Any D20 roll. Now,
Basically.
what did I say about D20 rolls? That anything that you can add on top of a D20 roll, you can add on top of your D100. So, Azalea, you have been granted a bardic inspiration. So, Farida, you get how many of those a day? You get 4 per long rest, so that means you've only got 3 left.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you've given yours to your future sister-in-law.
Yay!
That's
Thank
being
you.
generous.
Would you have given one to your big sister?
Arena's probably doesn't need it.
My sister probably doesn't read it. However, I will say that because I think hers is gentlemen. If someone's is it total level if they're multi-class, or if they were bard 10, would it be just a D8 as well?
It increases at certain levels of bard, so it's the amount of bard levels that you have. It starts as a D6, goes up to a D8 at 5, D10 at 10th, and a D12 at 15.
Okay, so hers are a D10. You heard him say this. So Thank you
It's
very
a
much.
D20, not D8.
So, no. This is Arena will have given you one Farida, so I'm just going to put it on you. So if you have a look underneath yourself on the combat tracker, it will have your bardic inspirations on there. Ignore the bit that says D6, please, because I've actually put what you're... Okay, it doesn't say it. So, Azalea, yours is a D8, and Farida, yours is a D10. The one that you've been given.
Cool.
Right, so you all make your way out.
I also have changed into different ceremonial robes for the day, this time rocking a red and white number.
Please show us your outfits.
It's already on the token.
Please see it's got Sunderland written across
Excuse me, Tharion, this is not good enough.
Yes, I rock into this Hedgemaze and goes, come on, Sunderland, score some fucking goals.
Peter Reed, punch Tharion,
please, can you put yours in the Spring Spectacular as well so everyone can judge you?
Alright, one more.
prepare to be judged.
Why did someone put a wheel? Why put a wheelchair?
I was wondering that as well. There's a little person in a wheelchair.
Had my outfit flawed him?
Ask Jim, I don't understand him.
No, because you're disabled. No, I don't know. I was just trying to look for an appropriate one. I saw that one. I thought it was funny, so I clicked it. There you go. That's the only
Just
reason.
choosing random ones out here.
Person in
Pretty
motorised
much.
wheelchair. Alright, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that's there on Discord. It just is.
I got a poo emoji.
Yeah, because you talked about going to the toilet in it. That's why you ended up with that one.
Tharion?
It wasn't me that brought that up.
There you go, Tharion.
Hmm,
I like
interesting.
the outfit.
Cool. I still haven't used any inspiration.
You did last time, actually. Both you and Lord Eldracus did. So, we will... So, all of you who are entering the maze, you head to your selected areas that have the number above it that correspond to the numbers that you grabbed. And you will all be ready there. Whereas, let's describe Tharion's setup. So Tharion has a number of crystals where he waves his hands over them and he can see where everyone is. So he can monitor you and grade you to what he sees fit. He also has his little birdies that will watch them for him if he decides to have conversations outside of the maze. So I am going to start with the first person. So I'm very sorry, you're not going to know what she's going to roll. Let's see what she gets on the... Oh, 33. She encounters herself. How very random. Right, so she... I didn't think I would get this on a D100. This person encounters themselves, so... They are just walking along and yeah.
Yeah, imagine it as walking down a wall of grass there and then turning a corner and seeing a mirror of yourself. That sounds like...
I know, how weird that is the role that this person got. It's probably the safest role that they could have got. Right, so next I will go down to next person initiative. Don't worry, I'll eventually get to one of you. Come on, give me something a little fun. You can talk between yourselves while I'm doing this, but it's fine.
Is that right? Who added that?
Jim.
What do you think I did that? I'm sorry, but Arnold's noises are objectively the funniest thing ever.
Oh, we can add everyone's sounds.
Did you honestly think the ones in Steve's server were there by default, Trev?
No, I thought Steve put them on because he's weird enough to put that sort of stuff on.
Oh yeah, it's you can have so many per server, I think.
Cool.
But I think it also depends on what permissions you have on the servers. Maybe I'm not sure.
Well, let's see if we can find a funky one. Oh, please tell us I've got the Oberon one.
Which one is it?
There we go.
Off topic. I've just seen an article where a guy wrote to a hotel to cover the bedding packets of crisps to be romantic. They open the packet of crisps and cover the bed in the crumbs.
I suppose at that point my question is what flavour, right? Because if it's a really fancy flavour, you can't be too mad and you just eat it and you get a free meal.
Wrong cocktail.
It's alright, that you know.
Document.
82.
No, it's not letting me upload it, son of a bitch. Mate, let's that one.
Hello. Right, we are finally up to the first person in initiative. Tharion Windgrace, what do you choose to do?
I think I can't immediately go off to other duties. I'm going to be observing keenly.
I'm going to tell you what you've observed so far.
Marvellous.
You have seen Countess Alandra. She actually got the role to encounter herself, so she actually doesn't encounter anyone and is just still taking off into the maze. Prince Narrow encountered Prince Asta Bellerose, and they agreed to go separate ways. Duke Dakos Vine. He there was a cloud of glittering fae butterflies flew round him, and he failed the wisdom saving throw. Give me an insight check, please. You think he may have forgotten that he's engaged to Azalea, and that's done to him.
So, with that insight, do I think that's actually just the case, or do I think it's to do with that magical effect?
Magical effect.
Okay.
I hope it lasts for a long time.
Duke Aspen Moss did see the lamp, the one of the male genie Basius, and he did not pass his insight check. And Ozra Wide Knuckles is the first person to get some swag. She found a crystal heart necklace. And that is what you've seen so far.
Okay.
Anything you want to do while you sat there taking it all in?
I think I'm just taking it all in, but I'm thankful that Alandra hasn't met with anything hostile.
However, you will have now seen Alandra's outfit. I want you to give me...
A deception check to keep my cool.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yes!
Doesn't matter, it's actually a 10.
I don't care. It's a nat 1, Jim. It's nat 1.
No, it's my
No.
ability. It doesn't count. It's my ability.
Yeah, but still a 10. A 10's a 10.
Yeah, 10. 17 total.
Curse you. I think the nat 1 should carry. Doesn't everyone else think the nat 1 should carry?
No,
I'm
sorry.
saying no, just in case they want to
It's
get
the
one.
rules.
It's part of the annoying.
It's the
trait
reliable talents,
that is, yeah. Unfortunately.
On the inside, you're having to fan yourself.
I think if there was anyone scanning his thoughts or anyone who was... I'll put it this way, I'll throw you a bit of a bone, right? If anyone was paying attention to him directly, they'd notice he seems visibly more restless, but not to an alarming degree where people would start looking, that wouldn't otherwise be.
There's two people who would have noticed this. The High Queen, who sat next to you, viewing all this.
Mhm.
And your... the person who's in a fake courtship with you. Princess Mira.
Then, if they're looking at me, I think it's fair to say that they've noticed that very clearly something has gotten my attention, and I'm not my usual cool and calm, collected self.
Is it just because of the outfit, or is it the fact that she's in there?
Seeing as we're just going with the internal monologue, it's the fact that she's in there. She's always been a performer more than an adventurer. So it's very much a case of mixed feelings of, I hope she'll be okay, and I'm glad she's feeling better in herself to do this, while tinged with that degree of concern.
Okay, then. And you said that you don't want to do anything else, so we'll move to next person.
I'm still observing for now.
Okay. We move to next person in initiative. Eldracus. Roll me a D100, please.
Here we go. Worst roll of the evening. Here it comes.
It's been Dakos so far, so...
Yes, so far.
16. What do you...
I now have to talk like Arnie for the entire rest of the campaign.
Right, I need you to roll me a D4.
This is how many days I have to talk like Arnie.
Okay.
4 days you have to talk like Arnie.
As you are running, you actually see Princess Farida-Fay. You've encountered one of the player characters.
Okay.
Do you do anything, or do you go in the opposite direction?
Well, I wouldn't know what she's doing yet because it hasn't been her turn yet, was it?
I know.
No.
So, do you want to leave what you're going to do until her turn?
No, I'll just leave her to it. Actually,
Okay.
in fact, no. I tell you what, I will hang around and not in the the immediate, right up next to her, but I'll be within like earshot, just in case something bad happens,
Okay.
or at least something bad that I can witness.
While sounding like Arnie for the next 4 days.
Thanks for that.
It just makes me think what a wasted career it has been that Arnie's never actually done a period drama, I don't think.
Right, well, you are thinking about what could happen. I'm going to put myself back on mute and do a few rolls. This is for the other characters who are in there, so don't worry.
Just to be
Could
very
you imagine
clear,
it though?
I genuinely love to see Arnold in a period drama. You know, having to do all prim and proper and stuff. It'll be fantastic.
It'd be too built for the role though.
Not necessarily. There's often oh, here's Colonel George Gently. He served in Africa, don't you know? And he's like a big fucking redcoat. You could do it, and then he goes like, "Yes, would you like some tea?"
We're casting him as an old elderly Wickham in a modern version of Jane Austen.
I mean, he's getting on now, so yeah, you have to be elderly. He's getting on, bless him. It absolutely broke my heart a number of years ago when he was like, all the guys who were doing the Expendables movies were having to do Warburton's adverts.
Is he still in California thingy now or not?
I mean, he's not the governor anymore, and he hasn't been for a long, long time.
He's a governor.
Yeah, he was the governor. He was the governor of California.
Yeah, I never had governor before. It's amazing.
That was part of his campaign. The governor.
I thought he was the governor. I didn't realize he was the governor.
Yeah, he was the governor.
Oh my god, was this sequel run I'll Be Back?
If not, it should have been. I'll tell you that for nothing. I'll be back.
Imagine trying to put I'll Be Back into period speak and period drama.
He could be a composer. He could be a composer. We could have, Stallone be Beethoven, right? We could have Willis be, and he can be back.
I don't think they're the same time periods,
Shut up! In my movie, they are. It's the Expendables of classical music.
Okay. Ghost composers, all ghosts at the same time period, okay?
Yeah. Yes. Now you're with it, Jordie.
Anything works, I'm going to hear a ghost. Yeah. Woohoo! What did everybody have for tea? In silence.
We ended up getting some McDonald's Happy Meals in because of the Pokemon cards for Shona's collection.
Oh, I saw Pokemon was the other day.
Yeah, I think she got some ones that she was quite happy with, so that's good.
That's cool too. We've started using a lot of orzo, which is like your rice made out of pasta. So I made a creamy sauce and put the orzo in it. which is quite nice.
Sounds
It's a
interesting.
tricky cook though, because it's a bit like rice. You have to sort of half boil it first, and then put it in the sauce. So it's a bit complicated. I tried doing it the other day, just straight into a sauce, but then it took like 20 minutes to cook. So I would parboil it. It's interesting. More like risotto, but not risotto.
I'd be intrigued to give it a try.
Well, I've seen like people do it in like those one tray bakes with the fatter tomatoes and stuff. So I might do that later in the week.
I didn't have anything like that. Like that exciting. Anyway, I had a chunk.
That's all I had.
I had a chunk of like turkey. What was like a roast turkey, and 8 sausages. Oh, and 2 Yorkshire puddings. That's it. That's what I've had.
You had Sunday dinner minus the vegetables.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I'm doing a carnivore diet at the present. Just like eggs and milk.
Also, if you
cheese.
use carbohydrates on your puddings, then.
Yep, no carbs as well as little as I can. And it's working an absolute treat because in 7 weeks I've lost a stone.
Oh, that's cool.
Fantastic! Well done, man.
It's really good. There's I saw the other day actually for a recipe thing on a Facebook video for a carb-free chocolate cake. You get it with some chocolate. It's a few chocolate like buttons, sort of melted down, and then you use eggs. You do like a meringue kind of thing, and fold it in to the melted chocolate, and it cooks a bit like a brownie. So if you're
I'll have to give that a go.
Getting nibbly. I think if you look at like two ingredient chocolate cake or something, it comes up. You might just like numbing any cravings you get.
Oh, I'll definitely be giving that a go. What's it called?
I'll give you a fun recipe now and send you it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Ice spider.
Yeah. I was supposed to say, look at this combat tracker.
No, what's happening?
Who's the ice spider?
You don't know what's happening? I'll tell you what's happening.
Okay.
That's the sound of someone being attacked by an ice spider.
Damage. Oof.
Yes, Lady Farina is not looking too good, guys.
She's being attacked.
Tharion, yes, she is.
Oh. I would have really laughed at that previously, but we're friends now.
The link is in the general for you.
Thank you.
The topping on the picture probably won't be included in the diet friendly part of it. But the main thing is literally just it's the way you combine the eggs with the melted chocolate.
So do you fold them in?
Yeah, you sort of melt the chocolate and let it cool slightly, but not too much that it's like gonna set again. Mixing the egg yolks sort of make a chocolate egg yolk kind of mix, and then you've got to beat your egg whites into a fluffy state, and then sort of fold them in really carefully without busting them too much. And then you'll get like a batter, and then you can like brownie it.
That looks impressive.
So obviously that could be an AI image. Because a lot of recipe blogs at the moment are in trouble.
Everything could be AI. Oh my god, look, it's up 12 thumbs.
No, like seriously, so many recipe blogs at the moment are getting in trouble for using AI recipes and AI images. I don't know if this one works because Barry, what's his name, did a review on it. The guy does gadget reviews on YouTube. He does like proper cooking.
Barry Chuckle.
Not Chuckle. I think it's Barry Lewis, I think. He does like he used to be on he used to do stuff with like Ashens or something back in the day on YouTube. And I was just cooking like experiments and tests out new recipes and things. So he actually made it, so I know it works. Yeah. Like I said, it might just kick that curb. And alternatively, you could use like a nut flour, like almond or something. Depending on the carbohydrates than that, but it's supposed to be more protein than carbohydrates on that one.
Right. Oh, you don't fold. It's all just beaten and
Yeah, it's all beaten in, but to keep all the air in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like I said, like obviously you look into like keto recipes and stuff like that and things. You might find like I don't know how many grams of carbohydrates you're allowed. You might be allowed to use almond flour, like I said, or something to bulk out a bit, a little bit less.
No, it's no carbohydrates. So basically, where most people get carbohydrates for their like energy and fuel and all that sort of stuff, you don't. You use fat. So,
Yeah.
So it's like you don't get lean pieces of meat. You get like fatty pieces of meat because your body burns the fat for the energy instead of carbs. So you kind of need it.
I suppose with if you can look into, you can probably get keto friendly like waffle mixes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That don't use flour.
Just so you know, someone just rolled a 69. Jim, I expect you to say what you're going to.
It's almost like a chocolate fluffy scrambled eggs almost.
It looks like that, but I think because you bake it slowly, it kind of incorporates.
Uh-huh.
It'll be something to do with how chocolate tempers and how it can hold structure. But yeah.
It doesn't tell you how long you have to cook it. It's just until.
It's because the oven's often different.
Yeah.
A lot of recipes are very thinny about it because obviously you've got a different oven, and stuff on that one.
Right.
The reopen. In the comments, someone said.
Right, 180. Bake for 28 to 30 minutes on 180.
Yeah, it's it. Here it says. So they were saying you can use applesauce with that, like too sugar, so it's not going to be good for you. So it's supposed to use low carb chocolate chips as well.
That's awesome.
It's more like a brownie then, like denser.
Yeah.
There's also a recipe in the comments for 2-ingredient frosting.
Yeah.
It is the 2 ingredients: dairy, chocolate, and coconut cream. Depending on how much sugar and dairy in the coconut cream, you can probably get away with it. I suppose you probably get away with, depending on what version of the diet you're on. I know someone at work used to get away with double cream and some things.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can have all that. And anything. It's weird, right? I can have all of that in any quantity as long as it comes from an animal, be it cream, milk, cheese, yogurt. All of that sort of stuff. Obviously, the less processed, the better. But you can have pretty much as much of it as you want. So it's weird. So if you have like an 8-ounce steak or a 20-ounce steak and you're still hungry, you can have another one if you want. It doesn't make a difference because your body doesn't react to it that way.
See,
you just eat more meat.
I had some confusion when I was in something more years ago because you can eat as much fruit as you wanted, and I was like, fruit's got so much sugar in it. Fruit and vegetables have so much sugar in them. It's like you can't just eat obviously because what they're doing is they're volume eating, so they're trying to fill you with salad. Yeah. What was that sound for? What happened?
Oh, that was a text message that I'd gotten off.
I was like, do sound effects there.
Bye.
Someone says sound effects.
Oh no! Oh, I can't unsee that. Son of a bitch.
Unsee what?
I can show you.
Yeah.
It's gotta be something good for that reaction.
It's not good. It's not good. Well, it is good, but it's not good all at the same time, right? I'll put it on here for you to have a look at, right? Are you okay? Ready? We're in the general chat. Here we go. This is what was just sent to me.
Yes, no, I've seen that.
I've seen that.
Hello, Princess Farida. We are finally up to you. Can you roll the D100 for me?
Yes. Okay.
I'm excited.
That's the weirdy diamond-shaped one, isn't it?
Yes, the one right at the end near the D4. The one that says 00.
Okay.
Just drop it at the end for me, if you please.
I need a bookmark.
Did that work? It didn't work, did it?
Not from what I can see.
Nope. Drop it where it's...
In the chat box on the left-hand side of the screen.
Yep, just drop it there for me. 36.
Why did it roll 2?
It's because
Is it meant
that's
to roll
what
2?
yes, it is.
Right.
You encounter... So you've got the same as Lady Solose. You see that Lady Solose has had to slap Locke to break him out of some kind of trance he was in.
Wow.
That's what you see. So you are now with Lady Solose and Locke. Sorry.
And he's been snapped.
So yeah, so hi. Sorry, he was in some kind of weird trance, as if he was in a loop or something. Congratulations, by
Is
the
he
way.
okay?
I don't know.
Oh.
He just goes, yeah, it was weird. It was like something was going on and on again. It was just my head was little bit funny. He got a nat 1 on a wisdom saving throw, guys.
Does he remember anything about it? What
Just don't go
happened?
near.
No.
Don't go near. Don't go near that. Don't go near that. And he points to the area, and you don't. He says, "Don't look at it. Just don't go there." I think we should go in opposite directions. There's a few different ones, so you can all go in different directions. Just so. Do you choose to go by yourself, Farida, or are you taking Locke with you, or are you all just going in different directions?
I don't really want to go on alone. Completely alone. Is it just me and him?
It's
And
you,
Solose.
him, and Lady Solose, yes. The one that someone else may want to encounter, who knows?
I think we should all go in different directions.
Okay, there's 3 paths that just opened up there away from what he was looking at. So I think if you want to split up, let's go. And you all take off in your separate directions.
Mhm.
So there you go. Yours, pretty painless.
So far, so good.
Funny thing is, there's just one person who rolled higher than you, Azalea.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just quickly doing that person's. Ooh, let's
Wait, you said that I rolled the lowest.
You didn't actually. The person who rolled the lowest was Princess Arena. The one who was just above you is River Torrent.
Of course it is. Of course. You know, it's fine.
I really hope you beat each other. That'd be funny.
I don't want them to meet each other.
I do.
Why do you want bad things to happen?
Because it's fun.
Right. Tharion, you will see this. And I will have to change this for something else now, but a little puppy dog is teleported outside. Where's...
Now a picture of this dog.
She literally has pictures for all of this.
No, we need a picture of this dog. It needs to be in the conclave next week.
Shona has all the pictures.
I do.
Mm.
Turret.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's that?
she got a pet dog. Just so you know, there is pets in this place that you can get. So she chose to teleport her dog outside for safekeeping. This is Precious the dog.
James, change that E for me. Put it in front of the T.
What?
You heard me. Change that E to an N and put it in front of the T.
Wow. Okay, 1 second. 1 second.
It's not for the dog, it's because of the owner.
Ignore her, please. Behave. Stop being jealous of a girl that you've never met. The dog
Welcome
is...
to Girl World, Shona. Welcome to Girl World.
I'm sorry.
There you go. How's that, Jordie?
Thank you. Right. Azalea, it's your turn. Please roll the D100.
2 seconds.
And stop being a jealous woman.
Jealous? Who's she? I just rolled 2 bucks in there. Sorry, 1 second.
That's fine. You rolled the right amount, so you got 70. Let's see what you get.
Hashtag turn.
Okay.
Mhm.
You meet this little cutie. Is up to you. Do you want to keep it?
No. Wait a minute.
Yes, you keeping it. Are you teleporting
No.
it outside for safekeeping? You new little pet.
Can I transport it later?
It's up to you if you want it. Where are you gonna keep it? Are you just gonna let
I'm gonna-
this little cutie follow you?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. So this little dog you see on its little collar is called Lyra. So are you gonna still be a horrible princess, or are you gonna? Well, you don't even know the other person got a pet as well.
It's fine. Is this whole place just full of puppies? It's just a puppy farm, Jonah.
No, there isn't. There's cats. There's other things as well. So don't worry. I did make sure there was cats for you.
Me and Lyra shall keep walking.
Right. One of the cats is literally called Mittens. It is adorable. Okay. So don't worry. I made sure there was cats. It's just you happen to roll the dog. And that is your turn. Right, next. $77. Okay, can someone roll a d4 for me, please? Thank you. Right. I am going to describe what happens. So, during this bit. Tharion, you will see that there's a little hedge beast that Arena account is that starts crying. When she goes to touch it, it runs off.
A little hedge beast.
Yes.
Oh, it's like a little hedgehog, but big.
It's called a hedge beast. I googled it and it will.
Okay.
Okay. Right, and that is first round. I'm going to go quite a bit while I try and quickly go through these. I apologise. I'm being as quick as I can.
Don't apologise. This is the curse of being the DM. That's the one.
Snuggle Pumpkin. Oh, Snuggle Pumpkin, you're the best.
Just while I'm doing this one, Tharion, you are next. So if you want to tell me what you're up to, please.
So just to confirm, this is not quite full 5e real-time 6-second rounds, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I think... Honestly, I think I'm still a bit distracted, you know. I think I'm still just a little bit distracted. But I think I'll shake it off towards the end of it, so not this round, but next. I would send a messenger to King Kogo requesting his presence for a conversation.
He will make his way towards you. Are you keeping an eye on what you may have seen afterwards?
This is what I'm saying. I'm preparing for the conversation, not ready to have it just yet because I'm still a little bit distracted, if that makes sense. But yeah, I will have the birds set ready to update me with everything I miss.
Okay, everything you have missed. Let's go through it, shall we?
Well, it hasn't been my turn yet, has it? This is just for the start.
This'll be since last time.
Well, I was still there for the last turn.
Yes, I know. So I'm gonna tell you what's happened recently that your birds will have been keeping an eye on.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Sorby failed a certain check and is stuck in a lost child illusion. Isla Chestnut passed the riddle bush. Princess Fauna failed against a labyrinth mirror that was offering her things. Lyndon Lord Willows, he encountered Duke Aspen Moss. They agreed to go separate ways. Lady Thorana was the one who was fighting the ice spider. Duke Sterling Bolt saw Naira's lamp and failed. Princess Paradita is stuck in illusion. Princess Zoysa had an item stolen from her by Gabriel the Magpie. You would have seen what happened with Locke from Lady Solose slapping him out of it, and Farida, Solose, and Locke agreeing to go separate ways. You would have seen River getting it Precious the dog, Azalea getting Lyra the dog. Prince Aster Bellerose did not listen to the talking flowers, so he was fine. Elandra has been sprayed by a flower and has been turned into a giant duck. Yes, Jim, that has happened.
Nani?
Prince Narrow passed the politeness test. Duke Daco's Vine did not get swallowed by a carnivorous hedge. And Aspen Moss had an item stolen by a mischievous chimp, which was a bottle of water. And the repeating hedge beast is found Ozra and is quite horny, going towards her, trying to do something to her leg. He's managed to shake it free. It was not a pleasant experience for her. So that is what you've seen.
Goodness gracious.
I know. So that is a lot you've seen. Poor Elandra, huh? Giant duck.
Indeed. Yeah, time for that conversation, I think.
Okay. So are you wanting to do that conversation your next turn? Are you sent that off? So anything else you want to do?
Yeah. No, I've sent that off. I need to do these things sequentially.
Okay. Lord Eldracus Farinoll, please give me the roll.
Found a duck.
Who did that? Okay. Why does everyone seem to be rolling 36? Okay. You encounter.
Would you like us to re-roll?
Yeah, re-roll. I want you to get something more fun. Re-roll. I'm letting you re-roll this one for free. 78. Let's see what you get.
I bet this is going to be fun for others, but not quite me.
8. So this one's a
Oh,
fun.
that's a yes. Did you hear that laugh? That was a yes.
A talking clam says to you that they are a prince, and if you kiss it, they will turn into a beautiful prince. What do you do?
A clam.
A talking clam.
A talking clam.
A talking clam.
Okay. Well, to be perfectly honest, me as Trev, right, my first impulse was to think, wow, a talking clam. I bet that's got some great pearl in it. And I'll just yank it open and get the pearl. But no, we can't do that, can we? So,
I mean, you could.
I could. Okay.
It's up to you. You can incite it. You can do what you want. But this is a talking clam telling you, I am a prince. If you kiss me, it will break the spell.
What's your name?
I am Prince Thomas. Yes, I gave him a name and everything.
I guess I don't know a Prince Thomas.
No, you wouldn't know Prince Thomas.
Okay. Of what kingdom?
I'm a human.
Of what kingdom?
And he tells you the name of his kingdom.
Okay.
I did not come up with it that far. Sorry.
Okay. Would I have heard of any of that at all?
How familiar are you with the human kingdom? Not at all, because you've been in the Unseelie Court, so you don't have a clue.
Right, okay. I will pick up the clam. How big is it, by the way? Is it just like a standard clam size, like the size of your hand? Like a clam?
Yeah, it's the size of your hand.
Okay, I guess I'll pick it up and I will take it with me. I'm not going to kiss it.
You're not going to kiss it, you're just going to take the clam with you, okay?
I will take the clam with me.
Okay, I will take... Okay. That is what you've chosen to do.
Yep.
Takes clam. Okay,
There is potential embarrassment potential for someone for me, so that's cool, right?
Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna go quiet again for a little while we do the next
Okay.
bits. But yeah, you can all
Not
talk
expecting that,
about
why not?
his decision to not kiss the talking crab.
I mean, it's a talking clam. Would you kiss a talking clam? Any of you?
No.
I know.
No,
Oh,
I'm
'cause
spoken
it's,
for.
well, because it's probably fishy.
Oh.
Azzy at this rate? Yeah, go ahead. Might get a better suitor out of the
That's
clam.
probably an upgrade.
Yeah. Also, I've read enough books. There's probably romantic magic somewhere going on.
Just so you know, the talking clam thing, it was one of the many things that I've created with Azalea in mind, because I know what she's like.
You shy.
Can someone roll a d6, please, for the repeating hedge beast? The hedge beast is sad. Now, I will let you hear what happens on this one because it is combat. Right. Wish Tharion luck. Those who want to, anyway. She's fine, so it does not hit her. Oh no. Yeah, success, that's fine. So she's going to attack it. Don't know why she got advantage on that, but hey. Right. Next Duke Sterling. $64. Can someone roll the D6 again for me? Thank you, Azzy and Tharion. So I will go with Tharion's because his was first. The repeating hedge beast is angry. The repeating hedge beast is not happy, and he is going to do. Angry. Tharion, can you roll a D8 for me, please? 8. Okay. Duke Bolt is bit for 8 by the hedge beast, and it runs off. I'm actually going to get you guys to do the D100s just so it's a little bit more interactive instead of me just doing it. For this person, Princess Farida, can you roll the D100 for me?
I can.
Let me know what number it is, please.
60.
60. Okay. Right. Okay. Tharion, on your big screen. She is going to. She's got a dancing short sword. She'll make an attack against Vines. And she'll make a second attack. You see Princess Paradita free a unicorn, and she mounts it, and now her speed is going to be doubled throughout the maze. So yes, there was a unicorn in the maze that any of you could have got, and it was Princess Paradita who got it.
Oh, I'm so glad she got it.
Let me think. Who wants to do the next D100 roll for me? I did ask, and it seems Azzy's done it. Right, 38. Okay. Right, so who's the next person after Zycia? Right, let's see how she does on her insight check. Nat 1! She is not getting the lamp. Right. Now, this would have been one of you two ladies, but as you've both done a D100, I am going to let... Trev, would you do the D100 roll for me for luck? 5. It's not like me go. Right, miss. It's under Nope. I can't remember where I put this one. Okay, this one's going to have to be Theatre of the Mind because it seems I did not get a picture of this one. That is what happens to Locke. Locke is going to choose not to take a talk of the bubble pipe from the owl, finely dressed owl bear. Tharion, can you do the roll for Lady Selose, please? For the D100. $83. Okay. Right. Princess Farida-Fay, for yourself, please do your roll. You got a 39. Ooh, right. You see. So this is the first person to see one of the things. You see. Are you going to rub the lamp?
Ooh.
You see Bassius's lamp? Are you going to rub the lamp?
Do I have to rub it to get a wish?
It's not a wish. You rub the lamp, and right, Farida. I want you to roll me a d8.
Which one's that one? Oh, it's the normal one, isn't it?
It's the one that has an 8 on it. It's between the 6 and the 10.
Okay, I got it.
So, did I put a picture of Bassius on there before?
Oh my god, the dice has just blown away. I'll have to do it again. Right.
You got a 5. Now, this is an insight check into yourself, so you will need to roll an insight. The question that Bassus poses to you is, do you think you can truly trust Lord Tharion Windgrace? So
I've got to roll an insight.
Roll your insight. You have to get a 20 to be fully honest with the genie. This is why This is why it's going to be difficult for you to get it, and you do not get it.
Oh,
you think about it, and you're unsure.
Hold up. You still have a D6 of Bardic Inspiration.
If you want to use it for this.
Or is it a D6? Or is it a D6? What was it? It was a D10.
It's a D10.
I think, wasn't it?
10.
It is a
D10.
D10. However, please.
You only need to get a 4 to hit 20.
Please remember that if you do use this, you cannot use it against any of the horrors in the maze that you may encounter. So it's up to you if you want to use it now on the genie.
Can I just use like a normal reroll?
Nope. Oh, well, you can use...
Oh, you got your inspiration.
Yeah, you've got your inspiration. You can still use that, but you may
But the thing is, you could also roll much, much lower than a 12. 12's like middle of the pack. I don't know what's right or wrong. I'm just going through the numbers. It's up to you what you choose to do.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? I'll use the D10.
Okay, roll
Give it
your
a go.
D10. Okay.
That's a 22.
That's 22. You've done it. You can be completely honest with the genie. So, go on. Answer the question. Does she truly? Do you truly
Yeah.
trust him?
I do, yeah. I think he has been quite trustworthy throughout this so far. So yeah, I trust him.
Okay. You know now that you feel a little spring of magic, and you feel that you would be able to get to the center. You just need to roll to get there. But yes,
Right.
you've passed the genie's question, and Tharion, you will see this, that she does truly trust you.
So do I get a lamp then?
Interesting.
You don't get a lamp, but other people can encounter basses. It just means that if you were to make the roll to be able to get to the center, you can proceed to it, whereas the others, if they try and get to the center, they'll be pushed back. So this means that
Right.
you would be able to pick one of the items and win now. You are so far the only person who has passed the riddle of the lamp, which is, can you truly be honest with yourself? Now, Eldracus and Azzy, I know what you're thinking. What questions do I have for you?
I'm sure we'll get the opportunity to find out.
Right? Okay. Farida, I'm gonna get you to roll the D100 for this person because I think the other princess would roll badly on purpose for this one.
Who's this for?
This is for River Torrent.
Oh yeah, okay.
I hate how you besmirch my name.
You besmirch your own name. Ooh.
Holy crap! A 1.
Right. It seems that she did.
Wait. We have one for this. We have one for this.
Okay, so Tharion, what you see is, as it's a nat 1, Duchess River Torrent goes fully unconscious and is teleported out of the maze. Her claws are missing. And someone has to quickly put claws back on her. She is out. Don't get a nat 1, guys.
Save your inspiration to save your dignity.
I did warn you. Azalea, it's up to you.
You know, I am ready for this. Yep.
92. Okay. Let's see what you get, my dear. How are you feeling about that one? Okay, So guess what? You got the same as someone else. Are you ready to find out what happens to you?
Okie dokie.
Read. You were sprayed by a flower and turned into a giant duck. Quack. Congratulations. Right.
Also, I've got the theme tune of Dog and Duck now. Dog and Duck, Dog and Duck.
I've got a question, right? When you say giant duck, are you talking about, wow, that duck's about the size of like an Irish wolfhound size, like giant duck, or like a giant duck that's like...
No, literally, no, what we're talking about, Trev, is it's a kaiju-sized duck.
Right.
Okay, so, if I'm that big, can I see over the walls now?
No, you're the size... Right, by giant duck, I mean you're the size of a person. Please ignore Jim.
Okay, but a duck-sized person has a longer neck than I do.
Yeah, but you still can't see over the hedge wall. Hedge walls are very tall.
Fine.
There you go. That is your turn.
Am I able to use any abilities while duck formed?
If you wanted,
let's have a look. Let's have a think.
Let me finish. If you wanted to roll your inspiration so that you do a different D100 roll, you can do. If you would rather not be turned into a duck. Or you can add your inspiration on top of your 92 to see what else you could get instead if you do not want to be a duck.
Mm-hmm. Am I allowed to do any spells or anything while duck formed?
Nope, you can't do anything about
Yeah, unfortunately, many spells require verbal or semantic components or material, and you don't tend to be able to interact with those quite so well when not in a humanoid form.
So, do you want to leave it there for now?
Quack.
Quack. Okay. Quack, you are.
I think you meant to say this.
Oh, you're just quackers.
Quack.
Okay. Who wants? Tharion, I'll let you do the roll for Princess Arena. 50. Which one is 50? Okay. She's gonna have to do a wisdom saving throw. She did not pass.
You alright there, Trev?
Hmm?
I could hear you whispering. Are you invoking the Goat Lord?
No, I am singing along to a really bad song. Well, it's not. It's a really good song. It's just dark. It's dark humor.
Dark humour, okay.
Dark humor. Stephen Lynch. Have you ever heard of a guy called Stephen
Yes,
Lynch?
I adore
Yes,
Stephen
yes.
Lynch.
Yes, I'm singing along to Superhero.
Ah, I love that one. Azzy,
I'd
can
haul
you
him up
give
to
me
jail in my
a
awesome
D100 roll for your cousin brother, Asta?
You make it sound so incestuous.
Hey,
I mean,
you're the one who came up with this, not me.
yeah, I didn't use the term cousin brother though. It's all you.
He is. He is, though. What was the number? 43, was it?
53.
53. Thank you. Right, next person. Let's see if you can get out of being a duck. The other person who's a duck.
Wah, 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 wah.
Right, we need her to get a 15. She gets a 15. She's no longer a duck. Woo!
Wah.
Okay, and that's her turn because she passed the wisdom. So next, can someone give me a D100 roll, please?
Oh, I rolled on. Oops. We both rolled, I think.
Who rolled first?
I think mine's flown away. It's okay.
48.
48. For Prince Narrow Blue. Okay. He's fine. Right. Since you've already did your roll last turn, Tharion, can you do me a roll for a D100 roll for Dakos Fine, please? Your nemesis. What did he get?
62.
Wisdom saving throw. Do we think he will get a wisdom saving throw? Oh, he fails. Okay, can someone roll? Trev, you can roll the D100 this time, please, for Aspen Moss. 94. So you will see. Annals. This little cutie pie is going to get teleported outside.
Oh,
That's what Batfink
bat
looks
wings.
like when he doesn't have a shave. Bloody hell, I'm showing me age there. Sorry.
It's fine. Can any? Well, those who know me, I have a friend who's got a Chihuahua called Chip, so it's inspired by that.
That one is also evil.
Chip isn't evil; he just growls at you.
It is a creature filled with hatred for all living beings.
Loves me though. Right. Okay. Next. Who gets along with goblins the most? Okay, Tharion, roll.
I think it's me by proxy. I think I'm the only one that's really interacted with the Goblin Court. There you go. I have a 37.
I'll have a 37, thank you. Whew. Right, let's see if she passes. Nope. She passed the saving throw. And this leads us to back to Tharion. What you wanna do, guy?
Is the requested attendee here?
Yes. Tharion! He slaps you on the back.
I take 1d6 points of damage, I guess. Okay, yeah, let's roll with it. 3 points of damage.
There you go.
Yep. Your Grace, thank you for attending so promptly. I had hoped we might discuss a delicate matter in private.
He nods, and I assume you're leaving your birds to watch.
I am. Turn to the High Queen and say, please excuse me for a few minutes, Your Grace.
She nods and continues grading people as she's watching.
Once we're in a private chamber, I will say, it has no doubt been brought to your attention that a great many of those seals have been burned away from people, much like the ones that you had.
He nods. Yes. So, I assume you're asking me a question about what your, well, what are they calling it? Your field trip. Yes. You want me to join, right?
Something along those lines. It seemed to me a man of your singular and devoted passions would jump at the chance to settle some scores and reunite with loved ones.
So you are asking, yes?
Are you accepting?
Are you asking? You didn't answer my question.
I am.
Then slaps you on the back again. Consider me in.
Marvelous! And
then he
Tharion tries
like does the
to put a
kind
rib
of,
back in place.
he kind of does the kind of cracks his knuckles and says, happy, do you want me to break down a wall? Let me know what the plan is. I am in, good friend.
The plan is, and Thari's just trying to keep his composure after being smacked for 9 damage. Okay, I've lost almost a quarter of my hit points to this man's jolly friendliness.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, and I'll say the plan is currently being formulated, though now that we know we can count on your great strength, we'll be certain to take that into our considerations.
Just so you know, Kogo's a is a level 20 barbarian. I am happy to. So if you're taking me, that means some like. I assume you're not taking any of my kids, because if you are, some of them will at least need to stay behind, just because like forces protection, beatdowns if anyone comes through. You know, normal situation things. Eh?
I had hoped to impose upon you if there's any you feel would benefit from coming alongside you. But if you feel many of them are better off back here, then I'm happy to acquiesce to your belief.
My sons, I think, would be best here. However, I think my daughter's trying to prove herself in the maze thing, so see how she goes.
Then I shall be certain to keep a very close eye on her. Not too close, but I'm certain she will acquit herself well, and I'm certain you would be more at ease knowing that when the time comes for this outing, you will be there to provide any succor required.
Layman's terms.
I'm sure you'll appreciate being there to look over her when we go.
Yes.
Marvellous. Then I look forward to seeing the carnage you wreak on the field of battle.
He nods. I'm gonna go grab a beer and talk to some of the goblins. I'll chat to you later.
Certainly. Please send my regards on to TP.
I shall. He nods and makes his way away. This time he does not tap you on the back as he leaves.
Oh, thank goodness. I'll just... what have I got? I'll quickly use Cure Wounds on myself. Just give myself 8. Okay, cool. I've only taken 1 wound out of all of that. And now, not looking like I've been mildly mugged, we'll head back through and get the lowdown on what I've missed from the birds.
Let's give you a quick roundup, shall we? So, since your last turn, Eldracus picked up a talking clam. Zara, Zobi, and Princess Adler agreed to go separate ways. Princess Paradita went separate ways. Princess
Just to be clear,
Paradita-
I've been listening, but I'm just saying what Tharion's been doing, just so you don't have to rattle everything off again, darling.
Okay, cool. Right, next. Eldracus, it's a you.
Not me again.
Yes, a you.
Right, here we go.
74. What could it be? Okay.
Beware the laughing DM.
I learned the best from you. This is not working properly. There he is. There you go. What do you want to do?
An Emperor Penguin slaps you with a fish.
Yes, he's...
What do you do?
It's only 3 damage.
And I take it
You
that's
must
3 points of damage.
Yep.
Aha.
It's up to you. You can try... It's up to you what you want to do. You can try and befriend it. You can attack it. It's very much with this talking clam.
Um,
Don't
is
forget,
this like a large penguin or just a bog standard penguin?
as you can tell, it's a small penguin. It's a small emperor penguin that slaps you with the fish.
Is it small for an emperor penguin,
I
or is it
can't hear
average
anything.
size for an emperor penguin?
It's like a baby emperor penguin. Happy
Nope, I
feet.
can't hear anyone. Mm.
Think happy feet.
Can you hear soundboards, Trev?
Can anyone hear anyone?
Trev, we can hear you, but you cannot hear us. See my green glow. Farida, Azzy, can you hear us?
I'll try
Yes.
reconnecting. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Yep, can hear you fine.
Could you hear Arnold?
Yes, I could hear Arnold.
Could you hear the quacks?
Nope, still nothing.
You're quite so quiet, but yes.
How cute is the baby emperor penguin, though?
Ah, there we go.
Hi!
He looks
That was
cheesed off.
very weird. Right, okay.
Okay, so it's a baby emperor penguin.
A baby emperor penguin.
Yes.
And it's just slapped me with a fish for 3 points of damage.
Yeah, he didn't know if
Okay.
you were a baddie or not. So it kind of reacted to the first thing that came near it.
Right. What do I do?
It's completely up to you.
Random isn't quite the word that I would use.
I said that. I came up with the most weird and wonderful maze I could.
Okay, right.
Also, if anyone knows about this, this is a reference to a 90s advert where there was a penguin that slapped things with a fish. Just so you know.
Oh, yes, I do
Obscure
remember.
reference.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to take the fish and slap it back.
Its eyes go big, it starts crying, and it teleports away.
Okay.
You've made a baby penguin cry.
I'll sleep well tonight.
Nope, nope.
Okay, right. Well, while I'm here, I want to. I'll take this clam. Do I still have this fish? Do I still have the fish, or has the fish disappeared as well?
You took the fish from the poor little baby. Yeah, you've got it. You still got the fish.
It slapped me with a fish.
Yeah.
So I slapped it back.
It reacted to the first thing it saw.
By hitting it with a fish. I love it. Right. So I'm going to take the clam that I've got, right, and I'm going to have the fish kiss the flam.
Nothing happens. It's not a human.
Right. Is it? Right, okay.
It's not a humanoid thing, so nothing happens, and that will be your turn. And now you've got a sticky fish.
Right, no bother.
Eldracus. Tharion sat with the high wheezing. Clearly, Eldracus does not have a good future as a fishmonger.
No, he doesn't. That poor baby penguin.
But you can't just go around slapping people expecting nothing to happen.
Okay, so can someone... Let's have a look what happened with her. Okay, can someone give me... I'm going to say... Tharion did the last... Who did the last D100 for someone?
Last D100 was me.
Okay, so Azzy, can you do the roll for this one, please? $77. What will this goblin get?
Chlamydia.
Funny. Can you roll me a d6 as well, please, Azzy? Let's see what happens with the hedge beast. Oh, it just wants attention. It wants to be petted. So she pets a hedge beast and it wanders away. Okay, next one. Tharion, can you do the D100 for this one just because it's someone of your courts? 37. Actually, because of the other person there. She's fine. Right, next one. For this person, Princess Farida, can you give me the D100 roll?
100.
D100?
Yep.
What's the roll?
26.
Okay, that one's an easy one. Right, so after that person, I am going to make Azalea do this one again just because it's Linden Willows. Can you please give me the roll for Linden Willows? What's the roll, please?
$80.
Okay. There is a chance that he might be out, so let's see. So first one, dexterity saving throw. He's fine. He dodges some blow darts that would have made him fall unconscious. He is fine. Wonder where those could have come from. Yes, you might know what you're saying.
I just need to quickly nip to the gentleman's. I'll be away from the keyboard for a short while.
That is a hit. Okay, and then she's gonna attack it back. One point off. Right. Eldracus, you can do the one for Sterling. Please, can you give me his D100 roll? 79. He gets to the center of the maze, but he failed the question. So nothing happens.
Okay.
Because he did not pass the riddle of the genie, he could not get past it. So he can see what you could win. He just can't get to it. Farida, can you give me the D100 for this next person, please? She's actually going to spend her inspiration point. Can you re-roll it, please?
Mm-hmm.
10.
10.
She needs to now make a strength saving throw instead. Nat 20, she's fine. Right, next one is Zoysia. Oh no, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. It is Zoysia next. So, Azzy, can you give me the D100? Thank you. You had it ready. Okay. 85. That's what she gets.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. It's a weird thing, isn't it? But
Weird, yeah. It looks sad.
Do you know what? That looks like something that when it grows up, it's going to be an absolute monster.
yes.
Doesn't it?
So it's kind of a Kirby reference, just because I love Kirby so much. Farida, can you do the actually? Yeah. Farida, you can do this roll for Locke because Azalea did the last roll. 95.
Nice. Yeah.
Ooh. He's now seeing a lamp. Let's see how he does. Nope. Nat 1.
Did he get a 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Trev, for this next little lady, can you give me the D100?
Mhm.
91. Right, she has to make a wisdom saving throw. She passes. So now we get to Farida. Hi.
Hmm. Okay.
We get to give me a second because I think I forgot to replace the pink critter. But still do you roll. What number did you
94.
get? 94. If anyone gets this reference apart from Jim, I will be very pleased.
I know what that is.
Trev, what's the reference?
Dungeons and Dragons, the animated cartoon from the 90s.
Thank you. Thank you.
I did not know that.
A group of adventurers ask for your help. What are you going to do?
Just some random adventurers.
You can't say no to them.
They are a group of
Well,
random adventurers.
Where are they going? What are they doing?
They're stuck in the maze. Same issue.
I even remember their names.
Let me guess your favourites. Either Eric or Presto.
No, actually, I quite liked Hank.
Hank seems like it seems like Hank would be Jim's favourite, to be honest.
And after that was Deanna, because she was absolutely the next best.
Bobby was the most annoying.
What kind?
Anyway, go on. Sorry.
What kind of help? What kind of help do they want?
If you know where to go in the maze, any assistance you can advise them.
I don't really know anything about where to go either, so.
Well, where did you come from? Like, what is the way you just came from?
What did I do?
What happened on your last turn? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the lamp, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I don't know which way I went, but I could sort of point the way that I've just came from and just say, if you do meet a genie, you may be able to ask it a question. He might ask you a question.
Okay, the youngest one, the barbarian goes, "Thanks, miss!" That was my attempt at Bobby's voice. And that is your turn. Princess Azalea, please, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
I thought it was Thingy's turn for mine.
She's out.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Wisdom save.
Yep, so...
Oh yeah, 2 seconds. I know it now. Saves.
Just press.
Whiz.
Yep, and just press the dice. Yep. 20. You're out. You're out. You're no longer a duck. As you got a as you got a nat 20, I will even let you roll another D100.
Nice. So just more.
You got a what? Sorry?
11.
11. Let's see what you get. Aww. This is what I think one of the things that you've been waiting for.
Okay.
Where is it? There we go.
Typing something. Wait, was it?
Are you ready? Go on.
Yay. I will just check what I've got on me.
You have your shiny hand mirror.
I do, but I want that for emergencies.
Are you sure? It asks you for a trinket. The only other thing you have on you that you've told me about is your engagement ring.
Give it that.
You give it the engagement ring. It does its little circle around you, purrs, and it's up to you. If you want to do a persuasion check, you might be able to keep the cat.
Let's do a persuasion check. So
Yep, give me a persuasion
that
check.
feels like a persuasion.
You just need to beat a 10. You're now a big little kitty.
So the kitty named.
The kitty is named Trinket.
Forget.
Yep. Are you gonna teleport Trinket to the outside to keep it safe?
I am. I feel like Orchid will keep Trinket safe.
So this is your second pet. Are you gonna teleport the other one out as well?
No.
You
Keep Lyra with me.
You keep Lyra with you. Okay, so this is your second pet. Congratulations.
Yes.
I am sorry, Farida, that you haven't got any yet.
I want one. I wanted the unicorn, damn it.
Sorry, someone else got that one.
So can I use a sorcerer action or not?
Well, what would you be doing? Because there's nothing else you can. Your saving throw is the main part of your turn anyway. Only because you got a nat 20, I'll let you do the D100. So there's nothing really else you'd be able to do in your turn.
Oh, okay.
Apart from
Fine.
you got a new pet. Don't complain.
I know. I just thought I'd be able to maybe. Yeah, it's fine.
Tharion, can you do the D100 roll for this person, please? 71. Alright, let's see what Arena gets. Actually, I'll have to remove that. It looks like Arena's now in combat. Ooh.
Go, sis.
Where does the... No, I need a second one. A spider 2, and it needs to be... She
Dancing short
missed.
sword.
Yeah, she does, and she missed, and it is. Right, now I know you need to get some sleep, don't you, Azalea? So are you guys happy to leave it there for now?
Mm-hmm.
Only quite nicely at the end of a round as well.
You want another. What was that? You want
No.
another round?
No, I'm saying it's ended nicely at the end of a round as well. So next time we come in, we're starting again. Next round. I'm good to go if everyone else is, because I think you're ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
It was arena fighting.
An ice spider.
Oh yeah, of course. There it is.
I will.
She's wounded.
She is. Right. Well, that will end this one.